Welcome, dreamers and wanderers, to a new tarot reading here at Dream and Wonderland. Today from Glasgow. It's my last day here in town, and tomorrow I will move on to London, England. But we will still have a look into the next week and the energies and potentials that will help us on our manifestation journey. And I have here the Tinseltown Tarot, which we will use for today. And yeah, so whatever it is that you want to create, what you want to manifest, this will be the answers to all your questions. So what's the next step? I don't know. Whatever your question is. And the first card is the Hanged Man. In this case it's the Hanged Woman. And yeah, so with the Hanged One, it's definitely a perspective change that will happen next week, or that you can step into, because if you have a question, or if you have a dream or a goal or a wish or whatever it is that you want to create and bring into this world, make it reality, maybe you have the feeling that you don't really move forward, or that nothing really is happening, that you're really hanging there, so in the between, and nothing is really actually moving forward. And if that's the case, it could be for some of you with the Hanged One. And what might help is to actually change perspectives. You can turn it around, and she just laying there very relaxed. You can stay in there, then she's hanging there pretty, I don't know if that's really a relaxed pose when you hang somewhere. Anyways, but if you change the perspective, then maybe some new impulses come to you, some new ideas maybe. And with change perspective, I also mean not only looking at the issue from different sides, but also change your perspective in a way, change your location. Like if you're hanging here in, at a hotel room, then maybe it's time to go out and look at the city. Or if you're at your home, for example, go out and see something else, do something else, and make your head free of what currently... OMG, ich nehme es gar nicht auf. Doch, ich nehme es auf. So what you currently are in, and what keeps you stuck. So that could be possibilities that you could try if you feel like you are not moving somewhere. Change locations, change perspectives, look at the thing from different sides, and really bring some movement in. Move your body, do something else. That helps in most cases. So what else? So that's pretty much the main energy for the next week. Like something's not really moving forward, but it's your... If you want to get out there, you need to choose to do something about it. Change something. So why are you in that situation? That would be an interesting... Where are you coming from? What brought you into that feeling? Okay. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight, can you see that, or it's too much light there? I'm sorry for that, I'm not at home, so the setup is a little bit maybe this way. So the Knight of Wands, so maybe this feeling like someone let you hang for the time being has something to do with the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is a very romantic, passionate, attractive, charming energy here. With it could literally be another person that has those qualities, and that maybe there's some kind of flirt or an affair or even a relationship, it could be as well, but a kind of relationship between you and another person. And it, especially with these two cards here, it almost feels like that that person, you had a great time and so on, but maybe you think you want, or it feels like, or yeah, maybe you even know that you want more than just an affair, and that person here is letting you hang in that in between and doesn't really want to commit to you, to your relationship, to your partnership, to whatever is going on between you and that person. And this keeps you stuck because you don't know what that person wants, and that's why you don't know what you can expect. And there it is, that literally is your choice. If you want to make it, yeah, if you want to move on, you need to decide what you want. And if you don't get it from that person, and if that person doesn't want that what you want, then move on from that person. Because there is someone else out there that will give you exactly what you want. You just need to make room, make space for that person by getting rid of the person that don't want to commit. So it seems that next week is something about another person and you. What else just came through? If it's not a person or not love kind of relationship topics, and if you, for some of you, it could be also a very attractive business or career option, that, or any kind of option that makes you, give you the feeling that it's bringing you closer to what you want, but somehow it doesn't really work out. And no matter what you're doing, it looks nice, but eventually it doesn't bring you closer to what you want. And this gives you the feeling that you're stuck and hanging around and don't know what is coming next, or what needs to be done next. Same solution here. You need to decide if you want to stay stuck or move on to something else. If that opportunity is not bringing you what you want, then move on to another opportunity, and there will be opportunities coming around if you make space by getting rid of them. But for the most of you, it really feels like there is another person involved. So then we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is usually all about communication, making a decision, communicate that. Maybe that is the thing that you need to do, the thing that you make you able to move on, to really communicate clear and loud to that person what you want, what you expect. Ask that person if that person is ready to give you that, and if the answer is yes, then fine, move on with that person together. If no, or if there's no answer at all, then that's your answer as well. Then this person is not for you, and then you have your decision as well. So use that Ace of Swords energy to make a decision and commit to yourself. Basically, make yourself a priority, you and your needs. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And together with those all those cards, next week will be quite some important week related to that situation with that person there, because it's really is related to your very near future, and with that also in the long term. I mean, do you want to waste your time with someone who doesn't want to commit to you? If the answer is yes, fine for me. If the answer is no, then make that clear decision. And it's always up to you. You can decide how your life is going on. And with the Wheel of Vision also is nice. Wheel of Fortune, yeah, that is life. Life goes up and down, but doesn't really stop. So why should you stop and waiting for someone who is not that aware of what that person wants and doesn't commit to you? Okay, and now one last card. What is the tip of the universe? Whoa, okay, that's a bit too much. I will take this one. Yeah. So we have the Two of Swords. A decision is, there is a decision to be made, if you want or not, if you won't see it or if you don't want to see it, you have to make a decision. Otherwise you will still hanging there. And there's another knight, the Knight of Swords. So maybe there is even another person, or that is the result if you will make that decision, that the Knight of Wands goes, and for that the Knight of Swords is coming. So the Knight of Swords is waiting for you. Someone who, so the difference is you have that kind of Prince Charming here, who's always open for an affair and fun and an adventure. And then you have the Knight of Swords, who is pretty much a contrast, like very, yeah, committed, you could say. Sometimes very fast. You can see here the pace with what he is actually driving his car. And yeah, so maybe if you make that decision to let that one person go, making room for someone else, and then suddenly everything will happen very fast with that person. So yeah, so it's the Wheel of Fortune, and then okay, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So the 10 is the highest card in the Pentacles series, in the Minor Arcana here. And yeah, you will have everything that you want if you make that decision, if you are able to make that decision. Below there we have the Two of Cups, so there is some kind of relationship developing. So I have to say, that's it. That's the message for the next week. So if you look into love, or love, friendship, partnerships in general, then there might be a decision in the room to let one of those persons go, to make room for someone else, and then everything will develop even faster, rather than just hanging there and don't know what is happening, what will happen. Is there anywhere where we go? If you're not looking into another person or partnerships in general, and then it could be related to an opportunity in general, whatever you are creating at the moment and manifesting, if it's a business goal, if it's a business idea or something, for example, then maybe the one that you're currently working on is not the one that will bring you the 10 of Pentacles. And then, or maybe it's just another twist, like you tried it this way and somehow this is not working, because the Knight of Wands, if you tried it the entire time with the energy of the Knight of Wands, if that is related to yourself, for example, that could be the case as well, and this is not working, then maybe now is the time to switch, change the perspectives, and try it with the qualities of the Knight of Swords. Relatively slow, because, or yeah, fire energy can be quick as well, but not really committed, versus very fast, very focused. So rather than hopping on an adventure here, then to another, have a love affair there, then another, versus really committed and focused on one goal and fast at the same time. So really take fast, focused, committed action, versus trying this, trying that, and see where it goes. Obviously it didn't bring you anywhere, so that could be the case for those of you here on the channel who are not looking into love, friendship, relationships, partnerships in general. I hope that helped. I hope it gives you some kind of guidance. If so, feel free to leave me a like or a comment. Let me know what's going on in your life at the moment, and then if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe so that we can have a look into your energies the next time. And then I will say, have a great week, have a great decision time, and happy manifesting. Bye.